Welcome everybody. This is Calvin Johnson, and we are here to. I have 116 Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night Challenges, and we're about to review. I'm going to describe them, show you what they're about, and so let's get right into it. First one we got here is Wasted. Just some broken animatronics. You can not much detail on this one, but you can kind of figure it out here. Oops. Okay, Children of the Corn. This one is one of my favorites because, as you can see, the top four are the children and Coon Golden Freddy. And when we have, as for the horror movie name, the Nightmare Animatronics, that goes well with Chaco Chica for like corn or harvesting. And so I feel like this is like a good name and combination. Burned, another little combination I put together with some broken animatronics, and Chaco Chica that represents the burn part. Stereo Madness, I stole this name from Geometry Dash level, the first one. It's the easiest one, but the reason I call it the Madness is because it's got the whole top layer of animatronics with two in the middle, but it's called Stereo Madness because, well, it's easy because they're all on one, because it's the first level of Geometry Dash, which is easy, but the Madness part because there's a lot of them, so. 5:59 a.m. This is kind of like a meme online where you see the animatronics, how they react to, it's 5:59 a.m. We gotta like attack the night guard all at once, but I feel like that it'd be impossible to beat if it's all on 20, which is just 20, 50-20 mode. So I just put it all on one and see if it's possible to beat that. I call this one the Master Storyteller. I got this name from a song that I've listened to from the Theocracy band, As the World Bleeds, and I used it because these guys talk. So Rockstar Foxy, asks if you want shit. Trash in the Gang, Whisper under the desk. Funtime Chica distracts you with words. Mr. Hippo, after he kills you, has this long 5-minute discussion. Phone Guy talks if you don't hit the mute button. Rockstar Freddy asks for coins. Funtime Foxy talks because I feel like that it's like a thing is like Showtime, this talk show. Scrap Baby talks in the original game, the 6th game of the Pizza Simulator. Scrap Baby does talk to you. Circus Baby talks to you in the original game, and so does Ballora. They both talk to you in the original game sister location. So since out of all the animatronics, they're the ones that talk to you, whether it be in the original game or in this game. This one I call Randoms Attack. There's other ones that are similar to this. We'll get to them, but this is basically anything that isn't listed under a Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, or Foxy, or Humanoid animatronic list. I just put that at Randoms Attack. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I have 2 levels that are kind of split. This one's called From Dusk, which is kind of like the sunset colors, orange, red, yellow, that kind of thing. And then I have a harder version of that, Till Dawn. As you can see, From Dusk Till Dawn, kind of cool. There's this one. It's the same thing as you can see, but it's got some other added animatronics. I added some pink in there because sometimes the sunset can be pink. And depends on what the sky is. I've also got this one, Freezer Burn. These are the cool colored animatronics, or at least the purple and blue together, with black, because Nightmare is technically black, but it's the Freezer Burn. I thought it was a cool name to put together. Pizza Party. I honestly really don't know why I called it this, but I thought it was a cool name to go with Chicas because they like pizza apparently, and Party for like Toy Chica says it's Party, Mangle, Circus Baby, Pig Patch is a pig who eats pizza. I don't know. I just threw some animatronics together to make it fit the thing. Sister Location, I just put some animatronics in here that represent for Sister Location. Golden Freddy represents the Golden Freddy plush that's on the desk in the Ultimate Custom Night. Helpy represents Funtime Freddy, and the Night Marianne represents the puppet mask or the security puppet thing in the or the mini arenas, for crying out loud. It can be any of those. I don't know. Sparkling Deep Sea Blue Lies. I got this one from the Dreadnoughts shanty because got a couple of these from songs. This one, they have blue eyes, literally. And so I just put them together. This is Cycles, another Josh's level that I stole for the name. This one is pretty easy. Actually, it's not easy. You cycling. The reason I called it this is because it fits well with having to cycle through the cameras and take care of all of these ones. Sharp Teeth. These guys literally have sharp teeth, and at least sharp enough. They don't all have teeth because most of them have literally teeth. So I just put sharp teeth because for the sharper teeth. 6 innocent souls. This is obvious. The 6 souls that were murdered by William Afton / Purple Guy. And so they won't be so innocent though when you're playing all 6 of them. Pizzaplex. This is literally instead of me just putting Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I just put Pizzaplex. This is literally Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Since Withered Fox and Withered Freddy are not added, I made Freddy and Foxy represent them. And I added Nightmare Balloon Boy because honestly the only reason is because of Balloon Boy, because he literally won't. What's the point of stopping Balloon Boy if there's no effect for Balloon Boy to take care of? If Balloon Boy gets in, like what's he stopping you from doing? Well, pretty much nothing if there's Nightmare Balloon Boy in the game. And well, JJ takes care of Withered Chica, but I don't see the point. Oh, Mangle too, yeah. But that's what I for Nightmare Balloon Boy. Beautiful green eyes like creamy jade. I got this from the Big Trouble in Little China movie. It's got, and if you listen to the text by Wang, he states this, and so I put green eyes in it. So, Bears Attack 1, this is a challenge in Ultimate Custom Night. It's not mine, but I added it anyway. Bears Attack 2, another challenge from Ultimate Custom Night. Bears Attack 3, another challenge from Ultimate Custom Night. Bears Attack 4, this one is mine. It's basically like Bears Attack, but every single one is on 20. This is super hard. Pay Attention 2, well, this is a harder version of Pay Attention 1. Creepy Crawlies, another Ultimate Custom Night challenge. Pay Attention 2 is also Ultimate Custom Night challenge. You'll know this. Time Machine, this this one is cool because as you can see the top, Freddy Bonnie Chica Foxy Puppet, and the bottom, Freddy Bonnie Chica Foxy Puppet. Lefty is Puppet. If you're in deep knowledge of Five Nights at Freddy's, you would know that Lefty is actually Puppet is inside the Lefty suit, which is actually pretty cool when I first found that out. Back on Track. This one is interesting. The John's level I stole, but I've got some distractions, turn traps and events. The other one's in the air ducts. You're trying to keep on track in the cameras, make sure they're in their place and not trying to attack you with some distractions. And yeah, that's for the whole point of that. Pink Eye. So I sold this from the sickness you can get called Pink Eye. And, well, I did red eyes and pink eyes together because there's not very many of them, so I just added them all together, red, pink eyes, so Pink Eye, if you get it. So I didn't really have a good name for this one. I just called He Sees Gold in His Eyes because I've been called a couple names before when working, that I'm only out to get everyone's money and stuff, and that I see gold in my eyes or something, that everybody says that they see gold in my eyes or that kind of thing, but because I'm out for the money, but I honestly am not, and it's kind of mean for people to say that, but I just based this level off of that, and because they have literally gold eyes, or yellow, whatever. Pay Attention 1, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Ladies Night 1, also challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Creepy Crawlies 2, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Dry Out, another Draw Chest level I stole. So this one's actually clever because these ones are all affected by heat. Freddy gets faster as the building gets warmer. Jacko Chica only appears when heat. Phantom Freddy appears faster when heat. Orville Elephant uses the audio lure, so you have to use heat to get him to stay away. Oh, dang, I could have added Happy Frog. I forgot to do that, but it doesn't matter. Rockstar, you can add, by the way, anybody who's watching this, to add Happy Frog because she is immune to the heater. So definitely add that one in the challenge to make it a little bit harder or for fun. Rockstar Freddy used the heater to keep him at bay, and Lefty gets activated by heat if it gets too hot. Ladies Night 2, another challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Nightmares Attack, another challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Poltergeist, another John Stress level. These ones are basically, the reason I did this is only because for Poltergeist, these ones aren't real, and they're ghosts. So Nightmare and Nightmarion are ghosts if you play Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and you have the Halloween edition for Nightmarion and Nightmare, they both jump scare you in the same way than the other ones, and they're kind of like hallucinations or like not real. Phone Guy is kind of like a debatable thing about that as well. The Phantoms obviously aren't real, they're hallucinations. And Golden Freddy people, I've heard some people debate that Golden Freddy is also like not real hallucination, but I honestly don't believe that. I believe that he's like a magical or mysterious animatronic that can teleport, but I do understand why they would say that Golden Freddy's not real or a poltergeist, because a solid thing that can teleport or something like that would be either like a ghost or not real, which I kind of understand that, but I honestly don't believe that myself. Ladies Night 3, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Spring Trapped, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. Old Friends, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night, yada yada. Farmyard Frenzy, this one is, as you can see, this is an older version of Ultimate Custom Night, because as you can see, this picture is a little bit narrow, and it's older, but this one is just a bunch of random animatronics from, like to put together, for, like, a farmyard, kind of, in my opinion, but as you can see, if you look along the side, in the picture here is a little bit centered than the other ones, but yeah, it's an older one. Chaos One, challenge by Ultimate Custom Night. New and Shiny, as you can see, this is also another older version of one I had. This are kind of like new. They're kind of shiny, kind of like a little thing I put together. Oh crap! Is this a dream? So these are like same thing. It's kind of like Poltergeist, but it's a little bit harder, and I added the nightmares in it because in the game the whole thing is just a nightmare for all the nightmare animatronics. I added Old Man because I could, I guess. But yeah. Rabbits Attack. These are what you think. It's literally Rabbits Attack. It's the rabbits that are attacking. Hollow Eyes. So these guys either have no eyes or their eyes are white pupils, but that's pretty much it. I don't know why I added Trash in the Gang. I guess it's because they have black eyes. Because Crate has black eyes and they all have black scribble eyes, no eyes, I guess. I guess that counts. The Dementor Challenge. I did this one because if you watch Harry Potter, the Dementor is like a skinny skeleton ghost thing, so I took that in mind as Ennard puppet and that kind of stuff. It being a flying ghost, so I added Nightmare because they're kind of nightmarish. Hallucination Phantoms as ghosts. Molten Freddy, and other animatronics that make it more of a Dementor challenge. Chaos 2, another challenge of Ultimate Custom Night. Cupcake Challenge. So instead of just saying Chickens Attack, which I've seen so many challenges online, they're calling this Chickens Attack. It's okay, but it sounds a little weird, and so I took this challenge off to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. If you ever finally beat the 6th night, and you get the Custom Night in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, there is a challenge in there already called the Cupcake Challenge. And I thought that was clever, so I made it all of the chicas, because, well, cupcake. I don't know if you get that. Randomness 6, there's 10 of these. Bunch of random things I put together. You put along just, you'll see what I mean when you see the other one, but it's just a bunch of random numbers, random animatronics. There's 10 of them. Staircase Scenarios, I definitely thought hard about this one, but as you can see, the bottom corners of the bottom corner and the top corner, 20. And then as you're working out, 15, 10, 5, 1. And it's the same on the other side. This is going to be a harder one, but let me know if you guys beat this one, because this is a really tough one for me. Main screen myths. I honestly took this one from so if you look and find Freddy's, these are up here on the main screen. Obviously Freddy Fazbear on Five Nights at Freddy's 1, the main screen. before you hit play, he's there. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it's Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, but they also like glitch out to the other 3 Withered, but I could have added them, but I decided not to. Spring Trap's on the third main screen. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, it's Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, and Nightmare Foxy, but Nightmare Foxy isn't here, so I just did them 2 nightmares. Five Nights at Freddy's 5, it switches between Circus Baby, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Funtime Freddy, and then Helpy for Five Nights at Freddy's 6. I've actually never played the 6th game, which is sad for me, but I'm planning on doing that. But I have watched and learned a lot about the 6th game. Fox. I honestly don't know why I made this one up, but I spelled Fox on the thing, and all the Foxies, as you can see if you look closely, are on 20. So, but everything else is on 1. So that's why it's called Fox, if you get it. It's actually kind of clever. Rosy Cheeks. They literally have rosy cheeks. All of them do. I think it looks kind of simple, but it's actually going to be difficult looking, because I already hate Funtime Foxy and Puppet and Ballora as a combo, and Nightmare Balloon Boy. If you look in here again, I don't know why I'm going back in this, I should move on, but Nightmare Balloon Boy, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Puppet are already in Pay Attention challenge, and so if you've already seen that challenge and played it, it's a pain in the butt for me, but it's that with every other animatronic, so the Rosy Cheek is going to be hard. Chaos 3, a challenge for Ultimate Custom Night. The Golden Age, so We've got Springtrap, Afton, Fredbear, Freddy, and Golden Freddy. For that represents the gold part. And I have Circus Baby, which is Elizabeth Afton. If you've read a lot of the lore and you're like a Five Nights at Freddy's like super fan like I am, then you would know that Elizabeth Afton is Circus Baby, and everything about the story, about the whole lore and everything, it's pretty deep. And just I put some animatronics in here for this one. Some of these, like this one, when you run out of ideas, you put things together. Night of the Jack-o'-lantern, obviously orange and black theme colors, and that's pretty much the whole point is why I did that one. Randomness 7, as you can see, it's similar to Randomness 6, but it's over a little bit. Male or female? I've seen a challenge like this before, but with only a couple animatronics. I'm pretty sure it's just Mangle, Phantom Mangle, Nightmare Mangle, and Funtime Foxy, just those 4. Well, I put all the animatronics that people get confused. Most people get confused about Puppet's gender. Well, Puppet is female. If you read and you look up lore, Puppet is the soul of Charlotte. And Charlotte is, I'm pretty 100% sure, female. Nightmarion is the nightmare version of Puppet, which is still a hallucination or dream. So people wonder if she's female or male. And she's female since she's supposed to be Puppet, or a hallucination nightmarish form of her. And since Puppet's girl, Nightmarion is also a girl. Funtime Foxy looks like a girl, but is clearly male if you hear his voice. But looks completely female because of the pink colors. Mangle has been debated whether male or female, but Mangle is female. So is Phantom Mangle, Nightmare Mangle, because if Mangle's female, so the other 2. Nightmare Bonnie. I've seen so many things. Nightmare Toy Bonnie has been debated as a girl because of how he looks, but it's male. I am sorry, it is male, and Scott Cawthon definitely made it that way. If you look on his, if you look and do some research, you'll figure that out. Lefty is also Puppet. Puppet is inside the Lefty suit, and since Puppet's a female, Lefty's got to be female. And the Trash in the Gang, I honestly don't know this one because I don't know if they're all male or they're all female, but I don't know any of the genders on them, so I just added that one. You guys can tell me if Trash in the Gang is male or female. I mean, there's 5 of them in there, so. Who are you? This challenge, I honestly don't know why I called it this. I think the reason is because, just don't rush me on this one. I just don't know why I called it that. I completely forgot why I called it Who Are You? Playtime, as you can see, this is an older version of it. It's kind of like a new and shiny, but it's harder. I think that was the reason why I intended that for that, because it's kind of like new and shiny, but harder. Then I got Code Brown, so this is animatronics, but all colors now we're getting into. So here's Code Brown, and there's Code Blue, kind of blue. Randomness 8, now as we're moving on, we got more randoms. The Golden Call, obviously, they are the golden or orange colored with, and they all are under 20, except for Phone Guy, which is 20, which represents the call part. So, the Golden Call, if you understand what I mean. Baby's Nightmare Circus, I've seen a game recently, actually, called Baby's Nightmare Circus, and I was shocked to see that that game even existed, but it was very cool, in my opinion. I enjoyed the game much, and so I just took the Nightmare animatronics. I added some animatronics from Sister Location. Don't know why I didn't add Ballora, that sucks. And so I just kind of put a random little thing together that fits the Baby's Nightmare Circus type thing. Bad combinations, dude, I'm telling you. This, I don't care if you guys say that this isn't as hard as you, because if you beat it, I don't care if you beat it in one shot, but, because if you're a pro Ultimate Custom Night, good for you. But I'm telling you, this is still my worst nightmare. The combination here is terrible. I hate having the Puppet distraction, the Freddles shining the light, accidentally shining the light on the Freddles, but you hit Nightmare Balloon Boy in the eyes when he's deactivated, then you get killed by Nightmare Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy hops in at the wrong time, and then Puppet, and you have to wait for Balloon Boy to leave, then to flash Nightmare Balloon Boy in the face, then you can wind up Puppet's music box. Puppet is extremely fast with the music box. Afton comes out of nowhere while you're rushing and just kills you. The other, Golden Freddy, Withered Bonnie, and with the toys had the mask, so you're busy with that. And Phantom Freddy comes and jump scares you out of nowhere because the light and the heat and everything's so stressful. And if you shine the light on Phantom Freddy, you can accidentally shine Nightmare Balloon Boy in the eyes by accident. It's all a bad combination. I hate it completely. I didn't even want to add Ballora and JJ together because I already know that's not only added to the bad combination. I already hate this already. Don't get me angry. Pointless. If you look at, I'm not even going to describe it to you. I'm going to see if you can guess why I called this pointless. But if you guys guess why this is called pointless, let me know in the comments. You'll know. Eternal Smile. These guys all have smiles. I don't know if you noticed that. JJ, you can't see, but I guarantee you JJ has a smile right on her face. These guys are all smiling, very happy. I don't know why. Bring the band back together. These, and every single animatronic, I promise you, either has a guitar or a microphone in hand. That's all I have to say. Except for Rockstar Chica and Rockstar Foxy, who have those shaky things, I don't know what they're called, and an accordion for Rockstar Foxy. So those are technically musical instruments. Pizza Dream. So this is like, because the dream part with the Nightmare animatronics, but dreaming about pizza, which is the Rockstar animatronics, and something right here. So as you can see, it's in the same pattern, 2, 2, and then 5, 5. But I don't know. I thought it was clever. Fredbear Challenge. I put my favorite animatronics that I like to battle. This is easy only for me because I can win this night one try, in any time. I don't care what time it is. I can win this level anytime because I'm really good at it. Some of you guys might say, no, this is so hard, but this is my favorite combination, and it's called the Fredbear Challenge because Fredbear is my favorite animatronic. So I named it the Fredbear Challenge because also Golden Freddy's on 20, and Molten Freddy and Nightmare Fredbear are on 20. So I thought that was clever as well. But let me know, guys, if you like that one. It's my favorite challenge. One of my favorites. Code Purple, boy. And if you notice that Puppet is only got 5 on, well, if you notice in any of the color challenges, the number, like the rating for the difficulty is, if it's 20, it means that I feel like they're purple. If it's lower, then if it's like 10, then I feel like half of them's purple, the other half's another color. And if it's 1, I barely think they got purple, just a little bit of shade. And if it's 5, it's got some purple. Puppet's tears are purple. Nightmare Bonnie looks purple, but I think he's actually blue. Music Man, it's got some purple rosy cheeks if you look carefully. But just look at all the other code colors. You'll see them. Randomness 9. Pay Attention 3. This is a challenge I made off of Pay Attention 2. I made it harder. Because Foxy's in it, you need to pay attention to Foxy and Freddy, and Toy Freddy, and Funtime Foxy, and Puppet. This is a lot harder. I told you I hate Pay Attention. It's my worst nightmare, but I don't know why I made a harder version of it. Pay Attention 2 is already a pain. Birthday Boys, I put some thought into this one. So the Balloon Boys are the birthday boys. Toy Freddy, you play video games on your birthday. I do. If you don't, I don't know what to say. Ballora represents the mom in this case, and if you're older and you ever you bring a band to your party, like you hire a band to play for your party, the Rockstar animatronics will do that. Rockstar Foxy will give you how can I be of service to you? He gives you like a gift or something that represents your birthday gifts. Another represents a party clown or a birthday clown or whatever. Trash the Gang represents the garbage lying around after a party. Afton represents the what I like to say, the dad who comes in and says, "Hi, I'm here, son. I missed your party, but I'm back from work," or something. And then Phone Guy would represent your birthday calls. If you ever get calls from your grandparents or friends, "Hey, happy birthday, man. How's your day going?" I represent Phone Guy as that. I don't know. I really put some thought to that one. Gentleman's Night. This is the opposite of Ladies' Night, and let me know if you hate it, because I do. Make it to the show on time. Obviously, it's kind of like Pay Attention, but worse, because there's not very many animatronics that can kill you in this. Only Puppet, Golden Freddy, and Funtime Foxy will kill you. Lefty can, but that's only if you're retarded. And Rockstar Foxy will kill you if you somehow get the worst luck in your life. But otherwise, then none of these guys will kill you except for our Funtime Foxy, who's on 20, and Puppet and Golden Freddy, which I really don't think they'll kill you unless you're kind of stupid. Code Yellow. Scrap Baby's hair is yellow. That's why she's on 5. Star Wars. My mother actually gave me this challenge, so definitely leave a comment. If you love your mother, make sure you maybe leave a like, watch the video, share it with your friend, and maybe subscribe if you can, if you love your mother. Because my mother helped me with this challenge. Because I wanted to make as many challenges as I can to do this video, as many challenges that my heart can take. Because when I was a kid, I loved making and creating things. And so my mom sat with me and she's like, "Well, I watch the Star Wars movies, and since the Rockstar animatronics have stars on their chests, except for a couple of them, Music Man does not have a star on his chest. But Star Wars, so I just did this. Thank you, Mom, for helping me with that level. Randomness 10. This is another randomness level. Code Red. Obviously, red. Code Red. Afton's creations. I did this one based off the lore. So basically, Springtrap is a creation of him because Afton created that because, well, he did that on his own doing by hiding in the Springlock suit. He created Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, because he killed the kids, and Golden Freddy and Charlotte, because he killed those kids too. I mean, puppet, excuse me. Circus Baby is because he created that animatronic, which Elizabeth got trapped in. He created Ballora, which I've also heard about. Ballora is actually Claire Afton, his wife. Not so sure about it. I don't think Ballora is Claire Afton, but I do think that she was meant to look like her. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because there's some things I still don't know, even though I'm a crazy FNAF guy. Ennard, what I've always heard is Michael Afton. Now I'm not quite sure about this either, but I have heard about some lore that the Ennard wore Michael Afton's skin as a suit, which is disturbing. But hopefully it's not true. I didn't know this until recently that Molten Freddy is also Ennard. It really stumped me for a while because I didn't believe it, but after some research, I now believe that Ennard is Molten Freddy. Scrap Baby is Circus Baby, which is kind of the same thing. Afton's Springtrap, and then Phone Guy. What I've also heard about Phone Guy is that Phone Guy is Springtrap. I don't know about this. Like, I seriously doubt it, but I have heard that sometimes. If you look, I saw a image of Springtrap on the phone, and it kind of. I don't personally think that Phone Guy is Springtrap, but it's possible. I wouldn't take it serious. I don't know why Mango's up there. I don't even know why Mango's up there. Whatever. You can add her just to make the challenge harder. Code White is white. Oops. Screen recorded. Come on. Jeez. Code Green. I did Green Trucks. Now, obviously, if it was just Afton, Happy Frog, Springtrap, and the Phantoms, that's just way too easy. So I added Rockstar Foxy because of the parrot. Scrap Baby and Circus Baby's green eyes, along with Toy Bonnie's green eyes. I don't know, made it a little bit harder. Not much, though. Ventilation errors. These are all vents or air ducts related. And if you see Old Man who is not related to that, I will assure you that having your cameras locked out will be a devastating thing to happen if Old Man locks you out of your cameras. That's all I have to say. And, what the heck is Balloon Boy? Oh, that's right, because of the vents. They come in the vents. Okay. Code Pink. Obviously, they've got pink. Toy Chica is yellow, but pink rosy cheeks. I only put her 5. Humanoids attack, all humans. Phone Guy's technically human because he sounds human enough. Room Invasion, these are all, I'm telling you, these ones, so these are always, like, appear in your office. They just teleport straight into your office and do whatever. It's called Room Invasion, I know. This one's called Knock Knock. They come through your doorways. Now, not on the camera. There's a difference between, because I have a challenge here called security footage. Now, these are all related to camera, but they do not relate to your doors, so shutting your doors will not affect them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, yes, you do use your cameras for these ones, but Knock Knock, as in they will come to your door, and you have to shut the door, except for Nightmare Mango, Circus Baby. I don't know why, but I guess it's because they come in that hallway. But they will come into your door, and you have to shut the door to get rid of them. And also, those 2 Phantoms are there for distraction. And the security footage is just pretty much the same thing, but it's all related for cameras. 4 Corners of the World. I made this one up a long time ago when I got Ultimate Custom Night. When Ultimate Custom Night was like a couple months after when Ultimate Custom Night was first released, I made this one up. I thought this is one of the ones. The very first one I made, I'll show you in a bit, but this is one of the first ones I made. 4 Corners of the World. Well, because there's 4 in each corner and there's 4 corners, so I thought it was clever. Can you check this night? I don't even have to explain to you why I called it this. Just look at the challenge and look at the image and tell me, can you check this night? Okay, the new opening. So this is related to the Pizzeria Simulator, all the animatronics from that game. I don't know why Phone Guy is included in that, but it's called the new opening because it's new. Back to Basics. I don't even have to tell you why. If you're a Five Nights at Freddy's gig like me, then you should know why this is called Back to Basics. 1020 mode. This is they have 10 original animatronics on 20 mode, or at least my favorite original animatronics. Randomness 1. This, as you can see, we're going back to the last 5 randomness ones. Parts and service. This is just another arranged broken animatronic thing I put together. And also, if you want to know why some of the these are all mixed up, I can't really put them in order. But they are a little bit mixed up, but it doesn't matter. These are still challenges that you can look at. Foxy Frenzy. Instead of just doing like Fox's Attack or something, I've seen a level that looks like this called Fox, and I'm like, that's stupid. So I did Foxy Frenzy, and I thought that was clever. And to do the Foxy's instead of Fox's attack or whatever. Clowning around. My mom also made this challenge, believe it or not. Thank you, Mom, and subscribe if you love your mom. Again, just a reminder, because I subscribe to so many videos that people say if you love your mom, because I do love my mom. She's done so much for me. But this is another one because they look like clowns, I guess. But it was very clever of her to think of that. Randomness 2. My mom isn't a Five Nights at Freddy's gig at all. In fact, she was against Five Nights at Freddy's until she looked up all about Scott Cawthon's personality in the game and stuff, and she realized it wasn't demons and stuff. But Randomness 2. This is another randomness one. Five Nights with Mr. Hugs. Now, I definitely thought it went hard with this one, but it's kind of like, you know, Helpy and the Trash in the Gang, because Trash in the Gang has Mr. Hugs in it, if you look at all 5. Puppet, just some random goofy ones to fit with Five Nights with Mr. Hugs. I honestly kind of not really hard. Big Bucks, all really, don't know why Puppet is in there, but Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Circus Baby, Nightmare Mangle, Rockstar Foxy, and Rockstar Freddy involve money, because you can get money from Rockstar Foxy. And Puppet, I don't know why. I guess Puppet's there to make the night harder, because once you get rid of Circus Baby, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Mangle, that's pretty much the night's pretty much easy the rest of the night. Golden Suits. Now, if you want to know why Springtrap's there, he is not green. He used to be the Spring Bonnie suit, which was actually gold. So I did include that. But otherwise, these guys have the original golden suits. There may be more that I missed. But Toy Freddy isn't really gold. He's orange. But anyway. Fazbear Frights. I took this Phantoms and Springtrap from the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 game. Golden Freddy, because Springtrap and Golden Freddy I have never seen so many relations with them because they're the 2 original. Withered Bonnie and Withered Chica. I've used for as like the Chica head and the Bonnie stand. I could have added Freddy, but you know. Family Reunion. This is actually the Afton family. I don't know why Old Man's in there, but Phone Guy is if he's even related to Springtrap. I don't know. Springtrap, Afton, same character. Ballora is Clara Afton. I'm not quite sure about that either. Elizabeth Afton, Circus Baby. Michael Afton, Ennard. Molten Freddy, Ennard, which is also Michael Afton. So between honest, the only ones I'm not sure about is Ballora, Phone Guy, and Old Man. I don't even know why Old Man's there, because sometimes I make mistakes. Phone Guy, if he's related to Springtrap, I guess it's yes. And if Ballora is supposed to be like a image or a thing of Clara Afton, then I guess she's included too. Randomness 3. This is another randomness one that I made. Chilling with the Bears. This is basically Bears Attack, but they're all in one. And yeah, that's basically 5 Bears Attack levels. I don't know why I didn't call this Bears Attack 0 or Bears Attack 5, but it's called Chilling with the Bears, because you want to chill with it. It's easy. Skeleton War. These guys either are really skinny or they have ribs showing. So as like the Puppet and Nightmarian, they're like really skinny. Scrap Baby's got ribs showing. Afton is really skinny. The Mangles have ribs because they're broken. Ennard's got ribs. They all have ribs or something like that because they're skinny. It's called Skeleton War. Satan's Challenge. Now, I've seen actually this challenge online. I actually got this from somebody else. I don't know, because I would have never thought of this on my own, because this is a little bit difficult for me. But like Nightmare Balloon Boy, JJ, Ballora, that they kind of like connect with each other, because Balloon Boy will make Nightmare Balloon Boy harder to deal with, and JJ will make Ballora harder to deal with. But it just feels a little too easy, if you ask me. I don't know why it's called Satan's Challenge. It should be a lot harder than that. Built to Kill. I also got this challenge online. I honestly don't know why. This one is called that, but whatever. Whoever made it, I better have a reason. Whoever made it, if you're watching that video that I got from you, whoever I got it from. True Nightmares. And I also got this online. Yeah, there's a couple here I got online. Not all of them are mine, but hey, at least you'll get these challenges if you're watching my video. I honestly don't know why it's called that either, but you can look at this challenge and copy that and try to beat it. Randomness 4, another randomness one I made. Just continuing with the randoms. The Past Speaks. Golden Freddy is Nightmare Fredbear, and Springtrap with his daughter Elizabeth. I don't know. I honestly don't know why I called it The Past Speaks, but I guess it's kind of like past remembrance and stuff. If it connects. Freddy's Circus. Obviously, this is the kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but it's the Freddy Circus challenge in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But Randomness 5, this is the last and final randomness level. All random members, random animatronics. Henry's Plan, with the Molten Freddy, Scrap Baby, Scrap Afton, and Lefty. This is pretty much Henry's Plan. And then we've got X Step, another level I stole from Geometry Dash, and you can already know why I called it that. Yeah, you just comment why I called this night X step. You can just look at the image. Anyway, well, here we have it, guys. 116 ultimate custom night challenges made by me, couple from online ones I found, and some by my mom. Please subscribe for my mother. If you love your mother, please subscribe and leave a comment. I heart mom. And if you also have some tips for my for Five Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night challenges, send me a link or comment them down below. And if you like any of these, comment which one, like the name of any one of these that you like, that's your favorite, and then let me know if you beat them all. And if you beat all 116, just comment 116 in the comment section. And if you want, I can make more Five Nights at Freddy's videos. It depends on how much you like this one, but see you. Enjoy this video. If you have friends that like this, make sure you share it. And I'll see you all in another video.